He's been on your screen for over 4 decades, but you've probably never realized just how good he really is. He's not the loudest actor in the room. He's not the flashiest. He doesn't beg for attention or headlines. He just quietly shows up and outperforms everyone around him. This is the story of Jason Bateman, the man who went from child star to forgotten name to one of Hollywood's most underrated legends. And after everything he's done, from Ozark to Arrested Development, from The Gift to Game Night, it's time we finally put some respect on his name. Jason Bateman didn't just have one career, he's had 3. He started as a teen idol in the 1980s on Silver Spoons and Little House on the Prairie, became a household name in the Hogan family, and then disappeared. The 90s nearly ended his career. Roles dried up, studios forgot his name, but instead of quitting, he adapted. He studied directing, he sharpened his instincts. And when Arrested Development dropped in 2003, the world remembered exactly why Jason Bateman was different. His performance as Michael Bluth, the sarcastic, exhausted voice of reason holding together a family of chaos, redefined the modern TV comedy hero. It was subtle, sharp, and brutally funny. The kind of performance that made you forget he was acting at all. Bateman doesn't do chaos with screaming and overacting. He does it with control. Every facial twitch, every dry line delivery, every sigh that says 1,000 words, it's deliberate. He's like the eye of a storm surrounded by absurdity. That's why he stands out in movies like Horrible Bosses, Identity Thief, and The Switch. He doesn't need to dominate the frame, he anchors it. It's that ability to stay calm in madness that makes him one of the most reliable scene partners in Hollywood. Actors love working with him because he grounds everything around him and still steals the moment with effortless timing. If you want proof that Jason Bateman deserves to be in Hollywood's top 10, just rewatch Game Night, 2018.
Thanks, baby.
This is instructions on how to remove a bullet. It didn't have rubbing alcohol, so I got you this lovely shard.
Good idea. Way to pivot. What?
Oh, primal fear!
Guys, what do you say we do this at my house next week?
This will be a game night to remember.
Oh, boy.
Board, and we do not need pieces.
We won't need any extra rudeness either.
Someone in this room is going to be taken.
Just the keys?
No, Ryan, the whole car.
Oh, yes! I just want to wish you the best of luck tonight. Bye.
What should have been a throwaway studio comedy turned into a masterclass in tonal balance. And Bateman is the reason why. He plays Max, a guy whose weekly game nights spiral into a real-life kidnapping mystery. And he's hilarious, but also emotionally grounded. He sells every joke, but he also sells the stakes. The fear in his eyes when he thinks his brother's life is in danger. The disbelief when he realizes it's all spiraling out of control. The genuine tenderness with Rachel McAdams. That film walks a razor-thin line between comedy, action, and mystery, and Bateman walks it perfectly. It's a performance most actors couldn't pull off because it requires a rare mix of wit, warmth, and restraint. He's the glue that holds the entire movie together. Game Night isn't just one of the best comedies of the decade. It's one of the best examples of Bateman's range in action. Bateman's comedic talent isn't just about being funny, it's about precision. In Arrested Development, his calm reactions to pure chaos became iconic. In Horrible Bosses, his exasperated realism made the wild plot believable. And in Game Night, his chemistry with Rachel McAdams turned a silly premise into something heartfelt and human. Bateman knows when to speak and when silence hits harder. He's not performing comedy at the audience. He's letting us discover it. That's why his style feels timeless. You can laugh with him in 2004 or in 2025, and it still lands perfectly. For anyone who thinks Bateman can only play the nice guy, The Gift was a wake-up call. In that film, he plays Simon, a man haunted by his own lies and bullying past. What makes it brilliant is how quietly cruel he is. There's no over-the-top evil, no cartoon villainy, just a normal man with believable darkness underneath. Bateman plays it with a level of realism that's uncomfortable because you believe him. He shows how small acts of arrogance and manipulation can ruin lives. It's haunting, human, and easily one of his most underrated performances. That film proved he's not just funny or likable, he's dangerous when he wants to be. Most fans know him as an actor, but insiders know him as one of the best directors working in television. With Ozark, Bateman took the same calm precision he brings to acting and turned it into visual storytelling. Muted colors, still cameras, tension in every frame. He directed the pilot, set the tone, and guided the series to Emmy-winning success. His directing style feels cinematic but grounded, like David Fincher's patience mixed with Breaking Bad's moral decay. He doesn't show off, he builds atmosphere, and that's what separates artists from entertainers. Look at any ensemble Jason Bateman joins. It instantly feels balanced. In Juno, he added unexpected depth to a supporting role. In Zootopia, his voice performance as Nick Wilde gave the film its emotional edge. And in Game Night, he gave space for Rachel McAdams, Jesse Plemons, and the rest of the cast to shine while still holding the spotlight. That's the secret to Bateman's success. He's not trying to steal the scene. He's trying to complete it. And that kind of generosity is rare in Hollywood. Bateman has what few actors do: emotional intelligence. He can make you laugh 1 second and choke up the next without ever raising his voice. In Ozark, his portrayal of Marty Byrde isn't flashy. It's internal. You can feel his exhaustion, fear, and desperation through the smallest gestures. That's what makes him magnetic. While others shout their way into award season, Bateman whispers his way into greatness, and audiences feel it. Beyond movies and TV, his Smartless podcast with Will Arnett and Sean Hayes has shown fans the real Jason Bateman. Witty, humble, and sharp as ever. It's proof that his intelligence and timing aren't just scripted, they're who he truly is. Even in casual conversation, he's deliberate, self-aware, and grounded. That authenticity bleeds into every role he takes. Jason Bateman isn't underrated because he lacks fame. He's underrated because his greatness is quiet. He doesn't chase controversy, gossip, or clickbait. He just shows up and delivers. He makes the impossible look effortless, and that's why people overlook him. But the truth is, Bateman represents the kind of acting that lasts. Not trends, not gimmicks, craft, longevity, discipline. When you stack up his range, comedy, drama, directing, writing, podcasting, and producing, he's not just one of the best actors in Hollywood right now, he's one of the most important. Because in a business obsessed with noise, Jason Bateman built his legacy on quiet excellence. He's done it all: child star, sitcom icon, dramatic powerhouse, and even a director who changed the game for Netflix. He's the actor's actor, the director's director, and maybe the most consistently brilliant performer Hollywood has ever underappreciated. So the next time you rewatch Game Night or Ozark, remember, you're not just watching a good actor, you're watching a master of craft, one who never stopped evolving. If you believe Jason Bateman deserves a top 10 spot, drop a emoji in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into the legends who deserve more credit than they get. This is StarBuzz, where real talent finally gets the spotlight it deserves.